Before we start to do any food preparation, we must make sure we wash our hands really well. And we have underneath the sink a special towel for hand washing. This is a habit that you want to get into every time you prepare food. We're going to have a look at our grapefruit and orange juice this morning. Nowadays we really should wash the fruit before we start to do anything with it. Even the knife going through it may carry some things into the sprays that they've used and so on. Let's do the grapefruit first. A grapefruit is 50 cents each. We'll cut it in half, nice serrated knife, and we have 2 servings of grapefruit. Sometimes it's hard to get the little segments out, so there are little tricks that you can use if you have them. One, we have a little specially designed grapefruit knife with the curved edge that will go around like this, and the curve of it comes around like this, which catches the side of the grapefruit. Then we can segment it like this, and in that way each segment is separate. If you don't have a knife like that, resort to your faithful paring knife. You can certainly do the same thing. And if you happen to have these kinds of spoons, which have a little serrated edge on the front, you don't even have to segment it at all. You can segment it right at the table with your spoon and get it right out like that. So we'll put these over here, ready to go. Let's look at oranges. The price of these oranges was 99 cents a pound, which makes that orange 50 cents. That was fairly expensive. We can buy oranges and should buy them for about 30 cents. So if you do, when oranges are in season and grapefruit, it's a great time to use them. This is just a little trick to make sure that you have some orange zest in the freezer ready to use for other recipes. But let's not waste that rind. So just grate some off, and then we can package it into a little bit of saran wrap and tuck it into the freezer. And sometime when you need a tablespoon of orange zest, you're going to just pull it out of your freezer and have it. So we'll just tuck that away, put it in our freezer. Peeling an orange, there's several ways to do it to serve it. You can just peel them. And the easiest way maybe is take an end off like this first, and then using your finger, just peel. You just pull it apart, and then you can section it into your dish. Ready to be eaten. If you have little children, perhaps you could share a big orange like this. Keep in mind that 1 orange gives you a half a cup of juice. The vitamin C and the nutrients are in the juice. 1/2 a grapefruit will give you 1 serving. So we'll think of that later when we get to orange juice. Another way to serve and section oranges, and this is the way I liked them as a kid, and this is why we need to wash those peels. You can just section them like this. The kids are eating them. They just pull them apart like this, and you can section your orange and eat it. When fresh fruit isn't an option for us, we can always look to their juices, and the juices will come in many types of containers: cardboard, plastic bottles, large volume, small volume. But vitamin C is very unstable, and it disappears in the air over time. So we want to be careful, because how much vitamin C has been left in it, how long ago was it processed, or maybe all we're getting is a nice tasty drink. How hard is it for us to mix a concentrate with a little bit of water? The best buy for any fruit juice is condensed and frozen. These products were processed and frozen at the height of the harvest when it was plentiful. Orange juice is usually the cheapest fruit juice. But check for specials, compare different brands, and look at store labels. This orange juice is 79 cents, and that is an excellent price. 99 cents for this one. This is a brand name. Also check to see whether it has pulp in it. Orange juice with the pulp in it is a better product because it does give you the fiber. However, the vitamin C is in the juice. There's another alternative to frozen juice. Canned apple juice is even cheaper than frozen apple juice. When you come for canned apple juice though, look for two words. One is unsweetened and the other one is vitamin C added. There's not very much vitamin C even in fresh apples. So when we can it, they put the vitamin C in it, which makes it the equivalent of orange juice. This product is unsweetened and it's less expensive, but it hasn't the vitamin C in it. So all you're doing is having a nice drink, which is fine. Sometimes we assume that buying something in a large quantity is going to be the best price, but not necessarily so. Look at the label here and you find that this is almost 12.5 cents per 100 milliliters. The apple juice in the can is 9.5 cents per 100 milliliters. All things equal, this then is much less expensive. While we're in this aisle, let's have a look at another alternative. Tomato juice, Canadian grown, canned, and it also has your vitamins A and C enriched. Put in it. It's only 99 cents and it costs 7 cents for 100 milliliters. A wonderful alternative. Let's move over to the pineapple juice that's right beside it. Pineapple juice in the can is going to be more expensive than buying it in the frozen. It's 15 cents for 100 milliliters. Your best buy, with the exception of apple juice, is your frozen condensed products. Frozen orange juice is really your very, very best buy. But have any of these juices any day, but have them every day. The body cannot store vitamin C. It builds our immune systems, fights bacteria, and helps us avoid sickness. So serve orange juice every day at breakfast. Then you know your kids are protected. Frozen orange juice is the very best and least expensive way to have daily vitamin C. This will make up a 48-ounce amount for you, which is the same as in a large tin. Keep your orange juice frozen. Now, nice cold water, 3 cans. Okay. Just using a wooden spoon, stir it until it's all mixed up. The important thing about frozen orange juice is that you store it in a container with a lid that you can seal it down. Vitamin C is a very unstable vitamin and it just loves to get away from you. So keep them in sealed containers. Notice this container has a hole where we can pour, but this way it seals it to keep the air completely out. That's the way I would store it in the refrigerator. When you want to pour it, you can turn the lid around or just pour it that way. A half a cup is a serving, and that is about a half a cup. That's the same juice you would get out of 1 orange, and that's all you need for 1 serving. If we have more than that, fine, we're getting a nice drink and it's not going to matter, but you're having more than you really need to have from a nutritional standpoint. We're also going to look at that other alternative, apple juice. This creates the same amount, 48 ounces, or 1.36 liters, as the orange juice did. This has had vitamin C added, which is what we want. No point in buying it, using it for breakfast as a substitute for orange juice if there's no vitamin C been put in it. Punch the lids and just serve. And there is the same amount of vitamin C as you had in your orange juice. In order to save this can though, the apple juice can be stored right in the can, no problem anymore. There used to be, but not anymore. We want to stop the air, so it's a good idea to just wrap some plastic wrap around it and put an elastic around it, and that will keep the air from getting into it until you use it tomorrow, until the can is used up. You're going to have the can used up probably in a few days anyway. So there is the best and least expensive way to get your orange juice, and this is the next way.